Are you new to aviation and ready to figure out what it takes to become a professional pilot? Well, let me give you a brief overview of what you need to do to start going on this awesome path. First, figure out if you like flying. So go find a discovery flight at a local flight school near you and see what you think. Then you need to choose a flight school or just a flight instructor to help you get started on your training, and then they will help you get your student pilot certificate, and then you'll start working on your private pilot certificate. And somewhere in there, you need to go get your medical before you even start your training, so you don't waste your time and your money. After your private pilot, then you'll move on to your instrument rating, and this is a rating that goes onto your private pilot license, so it's not a new certificate. It's just an addition to it. Some flight schools or instructors will have you do your commercial training before the instrument training, but I find that that's not as helpful for a couple of reasons. Instrument training has been known to be more difficult than commercial training, so if you can't make it through your instrument training, then there's no need to move on to commercial. Also, depending on where you go for your flight training, whether it's Part 61 or Part 141, you could need up to 250 hours of flight time, so doing your instrument training first will help add to that time. Now, when you get your commercial certificate, you can do this using a multi-engine airplane or a single-engine airplane. The difference is one of those you're going to have to add on to your certificate. So if you do a commercial multi first, you'll do a lot more hours of multi for your training in commercial, which means it'll cost you more money, but you'll have a lot of multi-engine time in your logbook. But if you do your airplane single engine land commercial, then you'll do the multi-engine add-on to that, which is a shorter course just to add it on, allowing you to fly multi-engine airplanes commercially, like getting paid to do so, right? Okay, so you're still watching, so you're pretty serious about this. I love that. Now, if you've already done your private pilot and your instrument and your commercial, you are officially a commercial pilot. Now you can go off and get paid to do things. What you can do from there to start building your hours to do whatever you want to do in the big bad pilot world is to become a flight instructor or just find some gigs somewhere else to build your time. Now, if you have decided you want to go with the flight instructor route, then you're going to need to become a CFI. So you need to get certified for that. And you need to go through CFI training. If you do that, you're probably going to want to become a CFII, which is a CFI who can instruct instrument training. You might as well just do it if you're going to become a CFI. It's very coveted. A lot of flight schools will not hire you if you do not have your CFII. So if you're going to get the CFI, get the CFII as well. Man, you're still here. You're so committed. Keep it up. After you get all of your certificates and your ratings and your CFI, then you need to build your time. If you want to work for the airlines, Part 121, or you want to work for Part 135, you're going to eventually have to get your ATP certificate. And one of the minimums to get that ATP certificate is 1,500 hours of total time. There are caveats to that depending on where you went to flight school, if you have an associate's degree, etc. But 1,500 hours is usually what everybody is shooting for. Now you know, go out, go do things, and ask me if you have any questions.